we need to approach data security of your DevOps data with a separate strategy. And the first such mistake when we make when we think about this strategy is selective risk analysis. So whenever I'm talking with any CISO, I'm looking into business continuity and disaster recovery plan, or we are answering security assessment from our customer, there are certain things that we tend to focus on. And those things that we are focusing on are not necessarily the things that really matter. Because in most cases, the questions are how you answer natural disasters. So how you are prepared to continue operating when the flood happens, or how are you prepared to continue operating if there's a fire in your server room, or how are you prepared for major outages or downtimes, like for example, a blackout scenario, or we are just checking what regulations you meet in terms of compliance. So the way we approach data security tends to be sometimes superficial when we think about all the possible risks that can happen, because we focus on those guidebook things, the same things that are in our business continuity and disaster recovery plans, to be honest, since the 90s, since the early 21st century. We are thinking about the flood, the fire, the blackout, major incidents like this. However, if we look at the latest statistics about the reasons for incidents or breaches in data security, both for DevOps and overall, we can see that in 74% of cases, there was a human involved in the whole process, for example, by making an error or misuse of a platform. 83% of incidents had external actors like criminal organizations. 24% of incidents were ransomwares. So we can see that more serious risks in case of what makes breaches happening more often are external threats, so malicious actors, ransomware attacks, criminal organizations, or our own staff making some mistake, either by accidental deletion of important data or sometimes by intentional human error. Because sometimes we might lose the data by bulk uploading them without fitting, by forcing a push inside our GitHub or GitLab. And sometimes we can have employee who is just angry at us, who just got a termination letter, and they decided that while they have permissions to the system, they can still do something to annoy their employer. So as you can see, those are the things that are more serious risks. And obviously, on one hand, those other incidents are causing breaches far less because we are better prepared for them, because they are our guidebook reasons for incidents. But this doesn't mean that we should underestimate those other. We should update our guidebooks. We should update our BCP template and start considering things like ransomware, like human errors, and making sure that the tools that we have in place to protect our data and to allow continue working in case of any security incident are also prepared for scenarios like ransomware or like human-related incidents.